Bramborough back with Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Our France campaign begun in 1890 on legendary difficulty. Opening salvoes are fired in the Franco-German War as French forces prepare to shift from the Mediterranean following the war with Italy. Our smaller Atlantic fleet encounters German task forces in the Channel and in the North Sea. In particular, French dreadnoughts, believed by many to be the most advanced warships in Europe, are in position for early action. Will they reward the heavy investment made in them by the French people? I think we have our first major action here against the German fleet in the recently kicked off Franco-German War. There's a convoy action here in the English Channel. We've got some cruisers defending a convoy, a rather large convoy, 14 transports against a battleship force. However, if you look at the tonnages, our cruisers are about the same tonnage, which doesn't necessarily make them equal in power. However, 10,000-ton battleships costing about $6 million, $7 million apiece. These are pretty clearly earlier pre-dreadnoughts. This one's got 9.3-inch guns. This one's got some 12-inch guns, 11-inch guns. But if we look at their speeds, their costs, their tonnages, these are older. So I think we've got a fairly decent chance of having a nice battle here. We've got 3 Rochambeau-class, and then we've also got one of our own old cruisers. This is a Cayman, a non-refit Cayman at that. We've also got one of the La Motte Piquet light cruisers and one Triomphant. Oh. Torps away. Probably torps away on us, too. Hit it, hit it, hit it, get it. Ah, dud. Well, there's a torpedo head as well. It would be good to eliminate that destroyer. Spotting for them. Have to have slowed him down, right? Yeah. Be nice. Taking some propulsion damage. Let's have a look at this destroyer. It's the first time seeing any of the German ships. Well, apparently it hasn't fired torpedoes yet. So let's keep turning here. Keep it that way. Okay, so her propulsion damage isn't permanent. Looks like 2 double launchers aft. Got several 4.2 mounts and a couple of 3.3 mounts. Okay. Top speed 33.9 knot ship. Free to fire, there you go. Okay, that'll help. Oh, something back here. Yeah, I think those are the battleships there. The scouter had just gone right past them. And we're taking this first battleship under fire here. It's already done quite a bit of damage. Not 100% sure if we caused that or if this battleship maybe started with some damage. That happens sometimes. Matter of fact, before I started recording, was looking through the fleet list. I had one Rochambeau-class heavy cruiser in port showing 25% damage. Or 25% repair, meaning it was 75% damaged. However, it was in a normal status, not repairing. Know that that is an occasional bug in the current version. In the current version of the game, that I think I mentioned in a previous episode. Anyway, I moved it to another port, seeing if maybe that would trigger it to start repairing. It did not. It was just going to, if it ever went into battle, it was going to start 75% structure down. Not sure what to do about it, so I figured I would save the money and I scrapped the thing. If anyone knows of a better way to deal with that, please drop a comment. I would like to know. Speed this up a little bit here. Let's turn your torpedoes off. Let's get the tour a little bit closer. See if she can get a torpedo into this thing. She's gonna start taking fire here pretty soon. Okay, torpedoes away. Oh, across her bow. Maybe because she slowed down since the damage since the torpedoes were launched. What's our cruiser line doing here? Wittelsbach starting to take some fire here. Let's bring the destroyer back over, get some more help with the spotting. It's our weather conditions here. Morning, cloudy, gentle breeze, smooth waves, none of which are enormously bad, but added together, those conditions are degrading accuracy for them as well as for us, so that's all right. The inspirationally named BB 346 having a rough time here. Yeah, Wittelsbach has to be a pretty old German ship because it has a name. They have long since recycled through all of the German, the name list, and so many of their ships have just the numbers. Oppringen also has some propulsion damage. Just going to swing her back around. Make sure she stays within spotting range so these guys don't go dark. If these older German BBs have never been refit, then their accuracy is going to be horrific. Which we can see that. Let's go have a look at Wittelsbach. No rangefinder at all. Basic steam engine, natural boilers. Yeah. Brown powder, black powder, hydraulic turrets, standard reload, 15-inch. Yeah, this thing has never been refit. She's basically got 1890 tech. I'm sure Lothringen is probably similar. A little bit more tech. She's got a better engine. She has enhanced reloading, but no rangefinder here either. BB 346. Oops. You get a little bit too close, didn't you? BB 346 does have a coincidence rangefinder. Get out of there, Tour. Pretty amazing. Took 0 hits during that close shave there. I think she's taken 1 hit for 0 damage. I think we're wearing down. Oh, Wittelsbach let it out. Okay, that's good. Let's go ahead and take these cruisers out. They may, in fact, be the biggest threat to us. Or not. No torpedo threat here. And no torpedo threat here. Okay, CL-183 out. Let's take care of this cruiser. Or heavy cruiser. H-class. Which has lost all of its, or much of its propulsion. And as we've seen before, the majority of the damage is coming from the 2.9-inch guns. Quite a bit from 3.9s as well. I believe the Cayman class has 3.9s. Which one of our ships does have them? Yeah. Tigre has got some 4.9s and 3.9. Okay, nothing left except pretty banged up pre-Dreadnought battleships. Taken only 29 hits for less than 1,000 damage. From a force with 3 battleships in it. It says something about the old tech and the lack of accuracy. Lothringen is almost done. I would guess that's probably a hard G, isn't it? Lothringen? BB 346. It's our last customer. If the DD's peppering her. How much damage have you put out? Wow. 5,500 damage done by the DD's own 3.9s. It says only 59 damage from torpedo hit. I thought we saw it. She smacked that destroyer pretty good with a torpedo at the beginning. There was one dud, but one torpedo hit. See here, lots and lots and lots of secondary hits. Each individual one, not that much, but just so many hits, they're adding up. They add up. $3,400 damage from fire set over the course of the battle as well. She's taken enough damage, and the list is so bad that none of her guns are able to fire. think that's a pretty recent change. Okay, 3,000 victory points for France. They got 5, so very light damage to all of our ships, including our transports, which was the whole idea. Lost 25 sailors. The Diderot-class is our oldest battleship class, still in the fleet. This wasn't quite a dreadnought. It was an experimental battleship. It was kind of a proto-dreadnought that I made a big deal about several episodes ago. But this is now a 12-year-old ship, and has never been refit. So I've updated her, left the armament completely untouched, as well as her speed, because I don't want this to be too long a refit, and those seem to be the things that make refits long and expensive. But I've upgraded her rangefinder. Went ahead and stayed with the coincidence. Gave her several new components. Bumped up to enhanced reloading. Improved the armor-piercing shells, the bursting charge. I gave her a little bit extra barbette and significantly increased both the thickness and the quality of her armor. So she should be pretty tanky now. Also, by going with induced boilers, that allowed dropping a funnel, and so her engine efficiency and her smoke interference are vastly, vastly improved. So that's the refit to the Diderot. Well, I didn't touch her armament, but something I did during that refit made it a 10-monther. I'm not sure exactly what. So, I don't know. Maybe the boilers? I've done extensive armor changes on refits before, and it just took a month. So I'm not sure what I changed, but these two are going to be out for 10 months, which means this war with Germany may be over before they are out. And for that reason, I am not doing the other 4 because they are over in the operational theater and we need them there. I thought it was going to be a 1 or 2 month refit. We're into November 1911. Despite the fact that I haven't sent any ships up into the North Sea, apparently we have a task force battle in the North Sea, and I think it's one that is pretty much in our favor. The Germans have more ships, but smaller. We've got 3 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers. 2 of the Vergniaud-class, the Courbet and the République, and Diderot. And then we have a Rochambeau-class heavy cruiser and 2 old Caymans, non-refit Caymans. And the light cruisers are Lamont Piquets. Tact acquired. Didn't have any destroyers, so I had the light cruisers out here scouting ahead. Sure, that's probably a... What is that? I think that... I don't know if that is. But I know she's got a lot of 12.9 raining down on her. Ouch. Well, not smoking, so maybe that's one of the... Yeah, that's a CA. CA 1026. And light cruiser here, CL 2205. Is that the battleship? I think it is. BB 519. Make sure the cruisers stay close enough to keep her in vision. Or not. Got the battleships at a fairly slow speed because of the Diderot being a slower ship. Okay, BB 319 picked up again. Excuse me, 519. Yeah, these Lamont PKs have not been upgraded or refit, therefore they've still got the short torpedo range. Closer threats here to the battleships. Okay, let's take care of the small fry here first. Let's also open the range on them. A couple of cruisers here that have gone down. Boom. That CA is not having a good day. CA 1026 splashed. $19.79 gone. Loop the battleships back around this way so we don't get too far away from BB 519. CL 213 or 213 here. Okay. Let's get these light cruisers turned around, pick up the spot on that battleship again. The 12.9s are certainly doing their work. Vast majority of our damage from the two Dreadnoughts main armament, as it should be. As it should be. Diderot is making a contribution, though. 4,000 damage, 5 hits from her 11.9s. There we go. 519 picked up again. Dreadnoughts opening up. What is that? More cruisers. Ooh. Letting my cruisers get a little bit too close there. Chasseloup is taking some flooding. Matter of fact, she... Let's detach her out, tell her to retreat. If she can, she may not be able to. She might make it out. She hasn't lost all her propulsion. There goes BB 519. That's not what I meant. Had the wrong cruiser selected there. What have we left? 519 sinking. Still have some cruisers here. I'm not sure we've ever even spotted any of the torpedo boats. $2947 about to go down. Gone. But whatever that was, gone. They're not smoking. I suspect those may be torpedo boats. Got to be a light cruiser here, light cruiser over here. There were no German DDs in this force. Our small ships are all torpedo boats. Boom, ow. 10,000 damage to that TB. A little bit of overkill. That was an 11.9-inch hit from Diderot. TB took a flash fire there. Not sure exactly where. It must be that sinking. Gotta say, we're doing the German Admiralty a heck of a favor. Kind of culling out their older ships. That'll free up some money for them. Don't know what the German newspapers are going to have to say about it. Okay, I believe these are all sunk. 1668 going down. May still be a torpedo boat out there somewhere. Not sure. There's something still left out there. Otherwise, the battle would have ended. Sink all enemy ships, 75% achieved. I think we've sunk more than 75% of them. Smoke to the east. Send Jurien over that way. Jurien de la Gravière. I'm just going to go with Jurien. There we go, there's a light cruiser. This one actually has a name, the Wuppertal. Now there's several light cruisers back over here, another division's worth. Smoke up. Mainly here for spotting. Let's open the range here. Wuppertal gone. CL2101 under fire. Chasseloup still trying to make good her retreat. Only able to make about 5 knots due to the extensive flooding and some propulsion damage. (2101) down to 10 knots, propulsion damage, conning tower damage, fires going, a little bit of flooding, not too much yet, a lot of fires. 5-inch guns, 4.3s, 3.5s, 2.1s. Fore and aft, port and starboard. Torpedo tubes. A few 2.1s there. Not very many 3.5s. Some 4.3s. Oh, and a lot of 5-inch. A lot of them. That's got to be playing hell with their pitch and roll. What's the longitudinal weight offset is not bad for an auto design. At 4.4. Here, watch the Corvette in action. Okay, 2101 down. Okay, Centurion back over here. Spot this last light cruiser. That's 2101. She's sunk. And that's the battleship sunk. It's just this one light cruiser left right here, which has some engine damage already, apparently. Possibly from game start or battle start damage. I don't know. I don't think we've ever fired at it. Can only go to X5, so they do have spotting on us. There she is. 2205. Looks like a different class. Whole bunch of 4-inch, a little bit of 3.4 and 1.8. Similar arrangement with torpedo tubes, fore aft, port starboard. Three-kilometer range with those torpedoes. I think that's a heavy cruiser. I guess we'll never know for sure. Yeah, even with all of these ships, 3,000 victory points. So none of these were particularly valuable. $7 million battleship compared to 25, almost 26 million. $3.5 million CAs. Yeah, that was a CA. Question marks. And these are all pretty cheap light cruisers. So as I said during the battle, basically we're cleaning out all the old stuff from the German inventory. Corbeil, 40,000 damage dealt. République, also a Vergniaud, 30,000. Diderot turns in 32,000. Total of 28,000 damage done with those 11.9s. More than République did with her 12.9s. Nice job, Diderot. I feel vindicated in investing the refit into that older class. Diderot did a nice job here, at least against this level of opposition tech-wise. Got some pretty decent techs coming well within the next year. Got another upgrade to Coincidence Rangefinder coming in 7 months. Mark III 11-inch guns coming in 5 months. That's good news for the continued relevance of the Diderot class. And I don't think we need to refit in order for her guns to be Mark III. I don't think. This is a good one here. For gun layout, 10 months, we've got the ability to have 2 superimposed guns. We've got the 4 large centerline guns already, but this is the tech we need in order to get 2 barbettes, forward and aft, for a kind of a standard AB, I guess it would be ABXY arrangement. And there was one other I saw here that I'm liking coming up. Maybe that was it. Got another torpedo propulsion tech coming fairly soon. Yeah, this will be a good one. Possibly meriting another refit to the destroyers. improved speed and range and accuracy, and reduced torpedo dud chance. If nothing else, kind of need that to keep up with the Joneses, as it were. Okay. This tech here on the gun layout, plus the turbines that recently researched, plus we're waiting on a little bit more shipyard capacity here. Those all combined, once the tech and the shipyard capacity are finished, I think it's going to be time for a new battleship design. And then that'll be the battleship class that will replace the Diderots. Because we're at basically a 16 battleship force now. I don't foresee being able to really build more battleships beyond that. That's probably the max we can handle financially. Even now in a wartime budget, we've got a lot of naval funds, but we are running a deficit, a monthly deficit, even on a wartime budget. Okay, there's a couple more convoy battles this month, one in the English Channel, one over here in the Bay of Biscay in the North Atlantic. And each one involves battleships on both sides. And they're a little bit more evenly matched in terms of tonnage than the task force battle that we just fought. But I believe that these will have to wait for the next episode. If you like what we're doing with the channel, then leave a like, leave a comment, maybe even subscribe. If you're new to the channel or the series, or just for whatever reason haven't caught all the other episodes in this campaign and would like to, I'm linking the playlist here. At any rate, thank you very, very much for watching. I appreciate it.